Dr. William Herman, a professor of epidemiology at the University of Michigan School of Public Health, is quoted as saying, "There are people with type 1 diabetes who will die without insulin. And while there have been incremental benefits in insulin products, prices have been rising. So there are people who can't afford them. It's a real problem." As a type 1 diabetic for nearly 18 years and becoming an adult, this is a problem that has become a scary reality. Today I'll be discussing the obvious problem of insulin prices and the solution I propose for this problem. As I mentioned earlier, the problem at hand is insulin prices are skyrocketing. As you can see in this graph, the price of insulin has grown exponentially, so why is this happening? You can see here, about 1996, and it shoots up. Well, in the late 90s, the insulin that I use today, which is in a pen form, became the new thing. Manufacturers began to make the pens instead of what was being made at the time. Before the pens, you would have vials of insulin and syringes, and you'd have to draw it up and take it that way, instead of it just being in a packaged form like a pen is. But the vials had to always be refrigerated or under a certain temperature, which in turn could cause problems for type 1 diabetics trying to go about their daily life. For example, when I was younger, it was always a struggle to go anywhere in public that doesn't have a fridge, which would always lead to my parents and I lugging around a cooler full of ice. One day we were at the state fair and our cooler ended up being not good enough to keep the ice cool and led to my insulin being ruined. So when the news of insulin pens came out, we were very excited for not having to lug around a cooler, just to be able to go out and do normal things. The manufacturers realized the demand for insulin being made this way and decided they should mark up the price, making it a high gross billion-dollar market. That's right, billion with a B. Dr. Fred Whitehouse, a renowned endocrinologist, is quoted as saying he doesn't ever remember hearing complaints from patients, family members, or other medical professional regarding prices. That is until the new insulin pens came out circa 2000. Dr. Earl Hirsch, University of Washington School of Medicine, is quoted as saying Humalog went from $24 when it came out to $3,000 full retail now. Those outrageous price spikes are crucial to type 1 diabetics and will lead to more and more diabetics dying, all for the manufacturers to make a quick buck off those in need of life-saving insulin. Diana DeJet, chairman of the House Energy and Commerce Oversight and Investigations Committee, is quoted as saying, "The people who are suffering need insulin every second of every minute of every day, or they will die." As you can tell, the unjust spikes in insulin prices is a serious problem for diabetics. Everywhere that is doing serious damage to the diabetic community. Now I propose a solution to this terrible problem. The solution to end this problem and revert back to affordable insulin for times past will be, in my opinion, the most effective way to solve this problem. That solution is writing Congress to look into what these manufacturers are doing to put a stop to this gross price spike for life-saving insulin. The correct and relatively easy and effective steps towards a solution is to contact local politicians to bring awareness to this issue and convince them that this is important and is causing harm to their local community. To go about doing this, we have to look up how to contact our local officials. To do this, we can go to USA.gov and look up in their directory the names of the officials by zip code, country, city, or population size. Here's a screenshot of USA.gov. As you can see, it tells you federal elected officials, state elected officials, and local elected officials. From there, we can email them, write a letter, or call and discuss with them the importance of our issue and how it is affecting the community, and why they should take action against this problem. In conclusion, today I talked to you about a serious problem that not only affects me but countless diabetics' lives, and how we can solve this horrible problem. I hope you learned about what we as diabetics struggle with when it comes to the cost of insulin. I ask you to please bring help to an end of this senseless problem.